But at the end of the day, but then, but at the end of the day,
Love your perfume. What is that?
Hi everyone, my name is Japs. I am MissInformation.blog on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on my own website. I'm glad to see you again today. For this video, I'm going to share with you my mini collection of Dior fragrances. Most of them are perfumes, and I have one on the toilet. Let's start with my newest from this collection, which is the Miss Dior 2021 Eau de Parfum. This is the very first time I've tried the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. Whenever Dior gives me some samples of perfumes, they tend to give me Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So I did not really know that they have Miss Dior EDP at all until they released this 2021 perfume. But when I actually found out that they're gonna launch their Miss Dior EDP, I'm still not curious or excited about it. I actually don't care. During their event, I was able to get some flowers and I bought some items. And I got a sample of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I'm not gonna show it to you anymore because I'm gonna give it away to my followers very soon. And at the same time, it is not my favorite scent. So that's the very reason that I am actually giving it away. Together with that purchase was a small Miss Dior EDP sample. And it's so funny because that's the first time I smelled it and I went gaga because I really love it. And so when I purchased a few weeks after the event, I asked for another Miss Dior EDP sample as well. I love it because I already have a lot of perfumes. I have a big Tiffany perfume and I happen to not use it lately because of Dior. It already discolored because I'm not using it, and so I'm wasting money because of that. So I'm trying to eliminate the waste. But after some time, I realized that I really want it. My husband wants it for me as well. So I decided to buy one. Now the next dilemma is, how big will I purchase? They have 30 ml, 50 ml, and then this 100 ml. I opted for the 100 ml because it includes charms. You can actually order some charms so they can put it on the ribbon of your Miss Dior perfume. So I chose J and then this clover leaf. And I love that the packaging actually is not that heavy. And compared to the other perfumes I have, at first I was quite scared because it looks like it's very fragile, but it's very easy to use it, and I still think it's compact despite its size. Because look, when you spray it, there, your whole palm or hand can actually fit into the whole perfume. So these are the charms that I got. I'm gonna remove the cover. J and the clover leaf for good luck. Compared to the old Miss Dior, the ribbon is not as sturdy and classy as what the others say. But for me, I love that I can actually customize and personalize it by adding charms on this ribbon. The cap, as usual, is sturdy and it has CD on it. It is actually rough underneath the perfume, and I guess it helps to make sure that it won't slip. And the spray is actually big, so when you spray, I think it's good enough for one side of your body, and its color is pink. I can't really make a comment about the old Miss Dior perfume, but if I'm just gonna focus on the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, I think I'm gonna rate it at least 98%. Why 98? Well, basically, I love that it looks pink and all, but it's not 100% feminine. I love that Natalie Portman's advocacy is Wake Up for Love. When I actually saw the flowers and how feminine Natalie Portman is on that ad. I really thought it was really feminine, but when I smelled it, I'm not good in notes, so you might be disappointed, but I must say it smells like vanilla at first. And then once you smell further, you'll smell roses. It is not too feminine because it tends to evoke fierceness and also strength. And for some reason, whenever I use this and I smell it, I feel that my confidence is boosted. I'm empowered. When I actually feel down, there are times that I don't want to use this, but when I force myself to, I happen to really feel a bit stronger and more motivated just because of a perfume. And the 2% that I deducted is for this ribbon. I must agree that the old one is actually way classier because it was metal and it was sturdy. I like the ribbon as well, and I like the fact that I can actually customize it. I think what I don't like is that the brooch that is attached on the ribbon can actually easily be removed. So you must be really careful, for it has the tendency to fall or to be removed accidentally. And so that's the only thing that I think they could have changed better, or maybe make the brooch a bit, I don't know, sturdier. I don't know, maybe the options for the charms could be bigger, or maybe they can offer the gold charms here in the Philippines. I don't know, but yeah, that's it so far. I know a lot of people who actually don't want the new Miss Dio because one, it's too strong for them. It's not as feminine or as flowery as expected. And two, they said that it doesn't look like it was reformulated, but it seems to be completely changed. And those who are actually not a fan of musky scent might, not purchase this. It is 100 ml, so technically the biggest size for this EDP, but it doesn't look like it's 100 ml. Seriously, compared to my Jadot perfume. But at the end of the day, what I love is the packaging as well. And I also have the opportunity to avail their GWP, which is a pouch with the same design as the Miss Dio boxes and paper bags. This is where I put my Miss Dio so it will be protected. It is made of cotton. It's quite thick, quite heavy compared to the other pouches that I have. I like the pink flowers and the CD logo, of course. It's very sturdy. I think the only downside is it's white and there's a tendency for it to look dirty faster than the other pouches that I have. Next is this Dior Gel. So my very first Dior perfume is the Dior EDP. Someone gave it to me and it's very special because that person believes in me and trusts me. So for me, Dior means special, valued, trusted, because that person gave me my very first Dior. And it comes with the lotion. It's actually a set. It's Dior lotion and perfume, and I really love it. I think after that, I also bought Dior L'Or, and I used it for like 1 to 2 years. And after some time, I stopped loving it. So I did not buy Dior afterwards, but I remained a fan or an admirer of that scent. Like, I really love it, but I don't want to buy it anymore. It's simply because I think I got really used to it that it doesn't spark joy anymore, something like that. But there are days when I actually feel like wearing it, and I still have some minis of the Jadot perfumes here, and it still makes me feel empowered, but not as powerful compared to the other perfumes I have. So technically, when I found out that Jadot has a shimmering body gel, I immediately purchased one. And since I know that Jadot is a scent that I really love, I think I won't have a hard time with it. But I think if I'm gonna grade it, I'm just gonna give it a 90%. Why? Packaging is just amazing. It's like a golden pot. Second is that I love that whenever you apply it on your body, it really smells like Jadot. Like, it really smells like it. And third, because it's made out of gel, whenever you apply it, it's gonna be dry as soon as possible, so you don't really have to wait. But the problems are, it feels a bit sticky. Two, I tend to have acne and a bit of rashes with this gel. I actually tend to be allergic with gels. And lastly, the shimmer is not as good as what I expected. You know, Dior, it always means subtle. And so, if I'm gonna compare it with Fenty and Huda, I think this is really gonna fail the test. But overall, it's still good. I'm not gonna repurchase it for now, but probably by next year, I'm gonna buy another one. So let's see the packaging. It really looks like a pot of gold. Of course, it usually has a cover. Oops, okay. Alright. There it is. As you can see, it dries up faster on the skin. Okay, so let's apply it on my hand. See, as soon as you put it on your hand, you'll definitely see gold, sparkle, but it's really subtle. Again, if I'm gonna compare it with Huda and Fenty, I think this will fail the test. So even though it fails the test for shimmer, for a good body care product, because it doesn't moisturize, it tends to give you rashes or acne, or if you're allergic to gel, you might have a problem with it. But I love it because I can still smell Jadot, and with a disadvantage of having a sticky feeling afterwards. Actually, between Jadot and Jadot L'Eau, I still love Jadot L'Eau better than Jadot because it's more sophisticated than Jadot. But for me, it's not a waste. Any Jadot will do. I'm still gonna love and be loyal to my very first perfume. It's like having a pot of gold here with me. It's very heavy, and packaging is really awesome. This one is from Maison Christian Dior, and this is Rouge Trafalgar. I think this is the smallest size that they have. The packaging is very simple, just like Chanel and Louis Vuitton. And it's around how many ml? Oh, 40 ml. So, just like Miss Dior EDP, it's very sturdy. I'm not sure if the 150 ml is not scary to use. I'm actually aiming to buy a 150 ml set very soon, so just wait. But this is very compact. You can actually bring it everywhere. I'm wondering why people still opted to buy their travel sets or minis, when in fact you can actually avail of this and it has a spray already. I guess the good thing also is the leather for the travel sets, but this one will do already, especially when you can save more money if you buy the 40 ml compared to the minis they have. When I first reviewed about the Dior Privee perfumes, they actually failed the test because I had rashes and I did not like it because I had asthma attack. So the second time I tried their perfumes, for some reason it worked better. I love the scents and no allergic reaction or anything. Everything's perfect. And my very first baby is the Rouge Trafalgar. Let's try it. I think it has smaller pump compared to Miss Dior. Miss Dior has a bigger one. Oops. I wonder if it's because of the ML though. Okay. This one is like berries. Quite musky as well, but I think this is also good for men. Really way far from Miss Dior's scent and J'ador's scent, because it's more like Miss Dior is a strong woman who loves to empower others. J'ador is more like intimidating and strong and outspoken. Rouge Trafalgar is more like if this is a man, he's gonna be addicted to skincare, very sensitive, and most likely loves art. If this is a woman, probably loves to be seen everywhere, wants to see the world kind of gal. And I'm far different from the things that I'm telling you right now, but those are what I feel whenever I spray the Rouge Trafalgar on me. The best thing about perfumes is that they tend to give you a new feeling about yourself, like a new reminder of who you really are and who you could possibly be. So when you tend to forget who you are and what you're destined to be, one of the best things that I learned this pandemic is to use aromatherapy or spray a perfume. It makes a big difference. When I'm about to write and I feel uninspired, a good perfume will just make my day. I don't care if I'm just at home and I'm the only one who can smell it. I'll do it for myself, not for other people. And this Rouge Trafalgar is quite sweet and not as strong or musky as the Miss Dior. I think Miss Dior and J'ador last longer than the Dior Privee perfumes. So this is how Rouge Trafalgar looks like. Packaging is really simple. The color is also just like Miss Dior. This is magnetized. Oop. Or that. Okay. It's 40 ml. Underneath it's very thick. Spray is a bit smaller. CD on top. I've been trying out a lot of perfumes from the Dior Privee collection lately, and I noticed that most of them have a certain note that is their common denominator. Like with Miss Dior, I can smell vanilla Diorama inside it, and I noticed that in each and every scent, yes, they're different, but there's a slight similarity with other scents they have. So in choosing your Dior Privee perfume, you must be really smart and smell it thoroughly and see if you already have it, because other perfumes smell a bit alike. Like I believe Sakura and Rose Gipsy. I like Rose Gipsy way more than Sakura, but Sakura is very light and powdery, you might actually think that it's Rose Gipsy. So basically, in choosing your Dior Privee perfume, you must think if you have smelled it before and see if there's another scent that's way stronger and better that you might actually like. So don't buy immediately. And I really suggest that you smell it for hours and see if you're going to be allergic to it, because at first I had that reaction with it. Last but not the least is my Miss Dior Rose and Roses. This was my purchase, I believe, last year, and I also vlogged about this together with my other Dior perfumes. This is the first time I found out that Miss Dior is not just Blooming Bouquet, but it also has Rose and Roses. And I did not really opt for the big one because I know in my heart I would love more perfumes, and so it's gonna be a waste of money. So I opted for their roll-on. I love this scent because it's powerful, probably more flowery than Miss Dior EDP. And I like that it's like a teenager who's about to turn 18, loving life and loving independence. That's what Miss Dior Rose and Roses is. I love its packaging as well. This is 20 ml. Again, CD on top. It says here Miss Dior Rose and Roses. Again, that print we saw earlier from Miss Dior EDP. It's now on the sides. And this one. I wonder if the next Miss Dior Rose and Roses will also change its ribbon. Then close. This is 20 ml. This is straight up roses. Without a question, no traffic, no reroute. Yes, it smells like roses. By all means, yes, it is. Weird because it feels sticky at first. Like, okay. I mean, when I sprayed Miss Dior EDP, it's not sticky. When I sprayed Rouge Trafalgar, it's not. When I applied Jadot, it is sticky. And when I applied it, it is sticky. Like I put something oily on my hand. And it's good. It lasts longer than my Dior Privee minis and my Dior Privee perfume and the other minis I've tried. But I chose it because I tested it against the other minis or samples that I got. I believe it's Issey Miyake and Versace, and the winner was actually Miss Dior Rose and Roses because it lasted more than a day. Even after washing our clothes, the smell is still there. And for some reason, it doesn't have a note that's strong or musky or really powerful. It's just completely roses. Again, like a teenager who wants independence, that's Miss Dior Rose and Roses. I can recommend this to those who love pink, but if you happen to not be a fan of the sticky texture, I think it's better if you buy the perfume. I think one of the reasons why I opted to buy the smallest one, which is the roll-on, so I can use it outside, that's one. And second is because this is very flowery and very ladylike. I was pretty confident that after some time, I would get tired of this scent and wouldn't like to use it someday. So it's more like I want it, but I don't think that after a few years now, this is still gonna be one of my scents. Let's see then. So you must follow me for you to see if I'm still gonna use it after a few years. I post about beauty products, fashionable items, lessons about relationships and all, Dior, Zara, and so much more. So I hope you guys follow me, and maybe I can see you again next time. But before I leave you, I'm gonna share with you another hashtag, MissInformation Lessons. Like what I said, perfume is very important because we leave a trail in this world. We leave a specific scent that people will remember it's you. Like If I spray it, they know, ooh, she sprayed something. Ooh, she's there. She's been here, right? But a perfume is actually not unique. So I can have it, the other person can have it. And since everyone can own their own perfume, and a popular perfume can be owned by many, when you're in just one place and a lot of people will spray or use that perfume, you might actually have a hard time to distinguish where that person is. Like, if you know that in your family, you're the only one who sprays that perfume, it will be easy to remember that it's you. But when you're in a crowded place and there's a probability that more people own that perfume, a lot of you will smell like it, and people cannot differentiate now. It's like in life, we tend to have our own impact to different people, different places, wherever we are. And my prayer is that wherever we go, we leave a good footprint that will be remembered by many. It should not be someone like a dance step from TikTok or a song or things that everyone is doing already. I pray that it will be unique and it will be for God's glory. I pray that when people remember you, it's because you gave God the glory in everything you do. Like, ooh, that's Jabs. Ooh, she's a Christian. She knows what she's doing. Since your impact is really big, make it be impactful for the Lord. I pray that our lives are not popular because of who we are, just like the other people in this world. It's more like we are not as popular as the others because we use our impact for God's glory. It doesn't matter if your perfume is Miss Dior or the cheapest perfume out there, or you don't actually have any perfume. It's just some pagita or any flower that you have at home that you put on your body or whatsoever. At the end of the day, our impact is how we use our lives to glorify God and to be a blessing to other people. So how do you use your life every day? In every social media post you make, in every projects you take, in every decisions you make, how impactful is it for others to see God in you? I hope you learned something today about perfume and about life. I hope to see you on the next one. God bless you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Grandma!
Connect with me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, or learn more about me on my blog, MissInformation.blog. See ya!